You're watching 5 Star Live. East Tennessee's #1 post-game high school football show. Live on location from the biggest game of the week. Live interviews from the winning coaches and players, along with highlights from other big games from around Tennessee. Your host, Jesse Smithy, with decades of experience covering high school sports, and his 5-star preps team will update you on games as they become final, and will break down region outlooks and what's to come for your favorite football teams and top players. Now, get ready for the most comprehensive high school football coverage in Tennessee on 5 Star Live.
Welcome in, everybody, to 5 Star Live, presented by John H. Coleman. We are back here at Maryville High School. Huge game, 92nd meeting of the Battle of Pistol Creek. Alcoa leads at the half, 9-0. Kevin, not surprising, they're throwing a shutout again.
Yeah, they've been flying all over the place tonight. It's been really fun to watch, and they're as good as advertised. And I tweeted this out earlier, Jesse. When you see Alcoa run on the field, they're as an impressive as looking a team as I've seen in a long time. They look like a 6A Division II AAA football club, 3A beware, and anybody else who's on their schedule.
Just a lot of experience on this Alcoa defense. Last year they threw 10 shutouts. They returned 9 starters and just looked phenomenal tonight. They came into tonight, remember, having only allowed about 47 yards of total offense combined in the first 3 games. Maryville has probably equaled that tonight. Probably had about 6 or 8 yards in the first quarter, but they had one big chunk play there in the second quarter. But they're late in the half. Alcoa stopped them on 4th and 1 at midfield. Maryville regained possession after a field goal. They drove down, got it inside the red zone, and Alcoa's defense came up big yet again, stopped them.
Yeah, and I love the call by Coach Hunt there. It was after a turnover by Alcoa. He went for it on 4th and 1 on the 40. We need to see more of that aggressiveness. When you got an opportunity to score against this defense, you got to take it. And then there at the end of the half, a huge mistake by the quarterback there, Carson Jones from Maryville, with 7 seconds on the clock. You got to throw the ball away. Alcoa brought pressure, got him scrambling around, and ended up getting him on the ground for a grounding call, but he needed to get rid of that football so they could at least get 3 points out of the play.
Try to get a field goal out of that. Well, let's go ahead and roll the highlights, Jared, and you'll get to see that play that Kevin was talking about. But early on, it was Ahmad Sankey, the Southeast Missouri State running back commitment, ran like a grown man in this first quarter.
Yeah, I was actually really shocked that Alcoa came out throwing the football a lot there in the first half. But you see right here, man, the offensive line from Alcoa has been physical tonight. Love the guards, both pulling, running single back power, getting up in the hole, and creating holes for this young man. This young man has been running very hard, low to the ground, great center of gravity, and shown good vision. I
love his ability. I thought he might warrant some bigger offers, but with the uncertainty in recruiting right now, I think he just went ahead and snatched up what he could get. He's happy with that Southeast Missouri State commitment. But now, basically, all we're going to see in the rest of this highlight package is Alcoa defense. And
they're flying around. D-line's been doing a great job. You'll see here on a 4th and 1, man, the weak side boundary defensive end did a great job slanting inside, getting underneath the tackles pads, stuffing it right there, and then Gray Carroll coming over the top and finishing the play.
Alcoa does punch in a 37-yard field goal here. Really impressive kick by this youngster, and puts them up 9-0. And a 9-0 lead in this type of football game goes a very long way.
And this was right after they stopped him on 4th down, Maryville, and Alcoa comes out and throws a bomb on the first play. Great catch over on the sideline. Good job on Maryville holding him out of the end zone. But you saw here, this is the play. This could come back and really cost them, because that's 3 points right there to make it a one-possession game going into half. And it cost them big right there with getting the penalty and not being able to kick a field goal.
And they're very solid in the kicking game, so Maryville very well could have gotten that 3 points there and trimmed it to 9-3, maybe take a little momentum into the half. But they do not have momentum right now. It's all on Alcoa's side, trying to get back in the win column in this game like they did back in 2018. Last year it was a low-scoring affair, 17-3. Maryville kind of put the pressure on their left side of their offensive line a year ago, ran the football, churned out clock, and just grinded out a 17-3 win. I think Alcoa might do the same tonight.
Yeah, I think in the second half we may see less passing and trying to get out on the outside, and more inside run game, power run game coming straight downhill at Maryville. Maryville's done a pretty good job there. I'd like to see a little bit more of Parker McGill in the second half for Maryville, getting him the ball maybe out in space. It's been tough sledding inside the tackles, but I do think there's some kinks out there in space if they can get him the ball.
So we'll keep an eye on that. We're going to have a full report after the game. We're going to have player interviews, coach interviews, highlights from around the area. We'll have our Waffle House hotline hotline where we'll talk to the winning coach from tonight's Anderson County South Doyle game. Mentioning that game, let's go ahead and get a quick glance around the area, get some scores. Bearden on the road at Bradley Central tonight. That game is tied at the half, 17-7. Kevin, we were all shocked about 2 weeks ago when Greenville lost to Daniel Boone. They are down 31-13 to Science Hill tonight.
Very shocking, and I think that's a program that's trying to right the ship. Again, we've talked about it, though. Squirrely scores. We don't know if some kids are out due to different circumstances in our country. So let's see if they can get healthy and get back on the right track.
Still, we're just not used to seeing Greenville down
not at
18 points in that game. West High School jumps all over Jefferson County. They're up 21-0 right now. Central got a little bit of a test going on in this first half against Hardin Valley, and so it's 20-14. There's about 6 minutes left to go in the first half in that game. Will Siaway just went 80 yards for a touchdown for Central to put them ahead. We'll see if they can keep that momentum. Fulton and Austin East, a storied rivalry, tradition-rich rivalry. Both teams 0-3 this year. Fulton leads at the half 14-0. Greenback and Oneida, a nice rivalry game there. Probably doesn't get much press and play, but it is a really heated rivalry. That game is 0-0 at half. Powell, 22-7 lead over Carnes at the break, probably a little closer than most expected. And Anderson County South Doyle, one of the games of the night. South Doyle just scored right before the half. That game is 14-7. So a lot of good action tonight.
Yeah, and I'm not shocked by the Powell Carnes and really the Central Hardin Valley. Central and Powell have both played in three big, huge games early on, rivalry games. A lot of hype in all those games and some close calls there as well. I think there's always a chance for a letdown. And these guys are having to fight through it. And as a coach, these are good games to have because, it shows the grit and the toughness of your team to gut out a win, even though you don't have all the momentum on your side.
So we'll keep tracking those scores all night long. Stay tuned with us on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, whichever social media outlet you choose. We'll be right here after the games go final. We'll recap all the action from tonight in Week 4 of the high school football season with Jesse Smithy, Kevin Smith. Stay with us right here on 5 Star Preps and 5 Star Live, presented by John H. Coleman.
Located in Anderson County, just off of I-75 at exit 122, Rocky Top Realty stands ready to give our clients a real estate experience like no other. While we are located in Anderson County, we work in all of Knoxville and the surrounding areas. Our staff will get to know you and your real estate needs. We will work in tandem with you to achieve your forever home, build site, vacation home, or investment goal. Find us online at rockytophomeinfo.com or give us a call at 865-498-0813.
When you shop at Elliott's, your journey is our purpose.
North Knox Siding and Windows is a complete exterior home improvement company that can help you with all your exterior needs. Visit us today at 5618 North Broadway.
Since 1945, the John H. Coleman Company has been serving the East Tennessee area. We wouldn't have made it for 75 years without the experience and hard work of our quality employees. When it comes to heating and air conditioning, our goal is to make your experience stress-free, whether buying a new unit or servicing your current equipment. The way we do that is making sure you have the information you need to make the right decision. East Tennessee is our home, too. We've proudly served you for 75 years and look forward to serving you for many years to come. John H. Coleman Company, trusted since 1945.
great ones make the plays. The dedicated ones never quit. Weekend warrior or professional, all athletes get hurt. And when you do, Tennessee Orthopedic Clinic's comprehensive sports medicine team is ready to take you on. The power of results.